My name is Reeta Wolfsohn. I'm the founder of the Financial Social Work Discipline and the creator of online financial therapy support groups. My work is all about helping people create sustainable, long-term financial behavioral change. That means addressing the thoughts, feelings, and attitudes that drive our behavior with our money, as well as our relationship with our money. If you've never thought about your relationship with your money, this might be a really good time to start, because the healthier your relationship with your money is, the more emotionally and financially stable your life will be. So I'd like to spend some time with you now sharing some of the best tips and advice I know for taking control of your money and gaining control of your life. You're not going to be hearing about emergency funds or budgets when you listen to me. You'll be learning about how to think differently about your money and relate differently to it in a much more healthy manner. So let's get started. First and foremost, I encourage all of you to believe in yourself. Belief will open the door to change. That's very important. Because if you want to take control of your money and gain control of your life, you need to believe that you can, because I know that you can. You need to understand that you can. Next, make a commitment to yourself to change. That commitment is important. All change begins with commitment. If you need help, ask for it. Help is available, and by asking for it, you're showing strength, not weakness. Feel your feelings and learn from them. Feelings aren't good or bad, right or wrong. Feelings give us a direction to understand what we need to do to be in a healthier space. Accept yourself just as you are. Self-acceptance is foundational to all personal change, growth, and awareness. Accepting how you are now opens that same door to allowing you to become healthier and to create a better future for yourself. Pay attention to what works for you. When you do this type of work, it's important to figure out what engages you the most. What do you need to do to stay focused and on track for success? Practice what works for you. It doesn't matter what works for others, only what works for you. Never confuse your self-worth with your net worth. Net worth is just a financial number, and in certain circumstances it does matter, but your sense of self, your self-worth, those are the things to believe in. So never confuse your individual well-being. Nourish yourself, and don't confuse it with your financial situation. Be open to change. Believe that you can do anything and be anyone you choose. That belief will help you to create the change that needs to happen to have a more emotionally and financially stable life. Prepare for setbacks. Life is filled with challenges. There's nothing perfect about it. Forget about perfection. Think more about progress. There will be setbacks. That's what life is all about. However, when you've prepared for those setbacks, they won't be nearly as devastating. You can prepare in many different ways, but one of the best, of course, is having an emergency fund so that you have the money to cover unexpected expenses. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. That's an important point. Forgive yourself when you are. There's no such thing as perfection, and if you aren't able to forgive yourself, you'll stay stuck right where you are. But think about what you need to forgive yourself for in the past to help you to move forward. Begin today to plan for a better tomorrow. You are where you are today because you didn't plan to be anywhere else. So having a plan is essential to being in a better place tomorrow than where you are today. Then do one thing each day to make your future better. One thing today, another thing tomorrow, and continue incorporating each of those things that you're using for change, and by the time you get to the end of a month or two, you will be in a different place. I'm going to share with you 3 things you can do to create financial behavioral change. These are the best tips I can give you in our time together. One is to create a money space. Having a specific space where you can work with your money rather than have to move things around or climb over things just to get there to organize your financial pieces so that you can take care of paying bills and reviewing accounts. That doesn't contribute to a healthy relationship with your money. Instead, designate a specific location where you will keep and organize all of your financial records. Make this space a more tranquil environment with plants, a fish tank, dried flowers, anything to add some color and to create a more serene environment. Burn candles and play relaxing music in order to create a less stressful mood for working with your money. Will this change your financial circumstances? It may not change your bottom line, but it will help to change your relationship with your money. And as you find it less stressful to interact with your finances, you'll be more likely to interact with them on a more regular basis. And that brings us to tip number 2, which is to schedule time with your money. If you don't schedule a specific time and have a specific place to interact with your money, you're far less likely to do so on a consistent and regular basis. So, it's important to understand that the time you invest in your finances is just as important as the money you invest in your future. And the next question I'm most frequently asked is, well, how much time? Well, there really is no guesswork in that, because if you spend 1 hour a week with your money, you will find that you can change your thoughts, feelings, and attitudes about it, as well as your relationship, making a healthier relationship between you and your money. Don't think, well, an hour a week, that's not enough time. It's plenty of time to do what needs done, to pay your various expenses, and to learn more about managing money, to gain insight into the businesses and companies you pay your money to determine whether these companies share your values and beliefs, and whether or not you should be selecting other companies to work with. So 1 hour a week that you schedule and interact with your money in your new financial money space. Then live by the numbers. Numbers are very important. We're talking here about credit reports and Fico scores. So I'll just spend a very brief time explaining these to you because they're so important to each of our lives. A credit report lists your credit history. Every one of us has a credit history, and that credit history is available to many different people and places. The credit history explains, shows your credit card accounts and loans, their balances, the timeliness of your payments, and any legal actions due to unpaid bills, like lawsuits and bankruptcies. And your credit rating is drawn from your credit report. The happy face is someone who has a good credit rating. The sad face is someone who doesn't, because so much of our lives are governed by our credit rating. Then we have a FICO score. A FICO score, named for Fair Isaac and Company, is based on a person's credit report. Everyone's economic life revolves around his or her FICO score. People with the highest scores are the ones who get the best interest rates. They may also be the only ones to get a loan for a home, a mortgage, for a car, and they will definitely have better interest rates than someone with a lower FICO score. This is what your FICO score consists of. Most important part is your payment history. Then we have the amount of money you owe, the length of your credit history, your new credit that you've taken out and the different types of credit. On February 22nd, 2010, credit card reform went into effect. It changed some of the rules that govern debt and credit. That's an important thing to be aware of. We're going to wind down now talking about some choices, because the choices we have determine so much of our lives. Everyone's life is filled with choices. The choices you make today begin to shape where you will be tomorrow, next month, and next year. If you want your life to change, choose to make better choices which will help prepare the way for better outcomes in the future than the ones you may have had in the past. If the choices you have aren't the choices you want, you need to begin today to make different choices to create a better tomorrow. Choose to see the opportunities in the choices you have, even when they aren't the choices you want. Make the best choice based on the information available at the time. That's all anyone can do. We gather as much information as we can, and we think it through and make the best choice. Because making no choice is actually making a choice, but it's giving away that decision-making power. Making a choice is an opportunity to improve a current situation or to learn a valuable lesson. The more proactive you are about making choices, the more experience you will gain, and the more confident you will become about making choices. The more confident you feel about making choices and about the choices you make, the more likely you are not only to finally make choices, but to make better choices. Choose to surround yourself with positive, motivated people, people who will encourage you and validate you rather than bring you down. Choose to connect to your own resilience. Choose to focus on what is right in your life, not on what is wrong. When you focus on the negative, you stay stuck in the negative. Choose to live a life that has more balance and harmony. All of us need balance and harmony to move our lives forward in a better direction. Believe in yourself first and foremost. That's where we began, and I bring it up again because it's so important. When you believe in yourself, you acknowledge your inner strength, and you constantly tap into that strength, and that's what that strength is there for. Believing in yourself provides the insight that you can handle whatever happens. It is the essence of self-empowerment. Believe in something greater than yourself. When you do, it enables you to experience the inner peace that comes from knowing that you are not alone. Believe in something greater than yourself, because believing in something greater than yourself provides the understanding that there is a rhythm and a plan that keeps the universe in sync, and you are a part of it all. Believe. Believe in your journey, find your passion, and let it motivate you to take actions that move you in its direction. Your life's journey will provide insight into who you are so you can gain clarity on who you want to become. You can become someone different in the future than who you are now or who you were in the past. Believe that you can be anything you want to be because you can. Believe that your journey is as important as the destination because it is. Believe that you can do anything you want and need to do because you can. Believe that life doesn't have to be a struggle. It really doesn't. It may feel like it has to be, but when you make healthier choices and create a healthier relationship with your money, you will eliminate many of those struggles because it doesn't have to be a struggle. Believe that you can prosper. You can. Believe that there is always hope because there always is. Dwell only in possibility. There's so much possibility. Only you can give yourself the gift of self-love, self-acceptance, and emotional and financial stability. The choice is yours to make. The consequences are yours to live with. Please, please choose wisely. This is a healthy choice for you to make in this point in time. And so I close by sharing with you that one person choosing to change creates the opportunity for many people to choose to change and the momentum for all people to choose to change. So remember, there is always hope. Thanks so much for sharing this time with me.